Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome to my new project. A small project, because it's only going to be one video of a very short game, namely Donkey Kong. The very first game that introduces Mario and Donkey Kong. Technically Cranky Kong now, because the Donkey Kong we see in this game and its successors, Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong 3, is the one we know now as Cranky Kong. Donkey Kong we know now being his grandson. Mario still being called Jumpman. Yeah, it were different times. 1981. That's what it all started. What we all love now. Mario series, Donkey Kong series. All part of this right now. Okay. Yeah, it were different times. The games back in the day were mostly arcade games made for reaching high scores because of limited resources, limited memory. Games weren't that big in the day, so it only consists of a few stages. 4 stages in the original, only 3 in the NES version, which I'm playing. I do not have any of the other versions, but we'll see it eventually, because we now go to the 3rd stage immediately. The 2nd stage is not a part of the NES version, 50M. We immediately go to 75M. And this is by far the hardest stage of them all, actually. All these trampolines falling here. Mario on his quest to rescue Pauline. Because yes, Princess Toadstool wasn't a thing back then. Mario's girlfriend was Pauline, who was captured by Donkey Kong and taken to this high building. Yeah, I was waiting for that stupid flame to get past. Now I can jump here. Go up here. I don't care for your purse. You can grab Pauline's things, which are a hat, a purse. You can grab these things for extra points. There's no really need. I'm not going for a high score now, just to complete the stages. And I'm already at the last stage. At least in this version. In the last stage, you're supposed to walk over all these pegs here, so the sport beams will eventually fall. Oh yeah, the umbrella was the 3rd item. I don't trust you. Go away. Come in the purse. Here's a hammer. You can see over here and in the middle. These things can be used to destroy the enemies. I don't trust you. Go away. I'll go to the top one first. Yeah, and I died. Yeah, there is fall damage in this game. If Mario falls from or Jumpman technically falls from too high, he'll die. Come on. You can't take your time too long here at the last stage, 100M, because as you can see, new enemies will spawn. If you grab the hammer, the enemies will start to panic. In this game you cannot throw the hammer away. You can in later versions of the Donkey Kong series, like Donkey Kong 94 and Mario vs. Donkey Kong series. You can actually throw the hammer up, so you can take it to lower floors or higher floors. Well, it's kind of empty here at the top, so let's finish this. As you can see, the sport beams will fall, Donkey Kong will fall with it, and Mario and Pauline are reunited. It's that easy. Man, the games were simple back in the day. As you can see, it'll simply loop back around again. This time, as you can see, the top right of the screen, level 2. So it's a little harder variant. And we'll keep going like that until you game over. And the score that has been set will count as a high score. That's how the arcade games work. Even back in the day. How long can you keep this going? Well, for the video very, very short, I stop now, so I'll just continue and see how long I can survive. Usually not too long. I'm not an expert at this game. Why didn't you move? You suddenly stopped moving. Stupid Jumpman. Need to check on this controller. Apparently it's not working properly. Well, it is now. And back then I was able to complete the game once already. Without too many problems. Come on. No, don't do that. Yeah, they always go down the ladders if you don't want them to. It's way too crowded here. I'm thinking of grabbing that hammer over there, and that's a mean throw. Yeah, I'm already dead. That's a game over. Well, there are more options here. You can play this game with 2 players. Obviously, if you go to 1 player game B. Let's see if we can spot the difference. Grab this hammer. You can wreck the barrels with it. Give you extra points. As you can see, it's more points than when you jump over. The more barrels you jump over, the more points you score. However, it comes with a price. As you can see at the top right corner, there's bonus. The longer you take, the less points you get. So there's technically a time bonus as well. So just standing and jump over barrels, kill enemies with hammers. It will not just rack up your score because your time bonus will deplete and you're not really gaining anything. Oops. I meant to jump back, but apparently the jump didn't register. Again, like with Super Mario Bros. NES controls are finicky, especially with this one, because this game technically predates the NES. This was on the arcade first in 1981, when the NES didn't even exist yet. It was ported to this system, it was not originally on the system. But I do not know an arcade which has this game, and I don't know how to record it, even if I had. And I do not own another system that has this game, unless you count Donkey Kong 64, which has the complete game in it as well. We'll be seeing that later. Because obviously I'm planning on doing the Donkey Kong series as well. Well, making YouTube videos of my favorite games, this one being the first. Although technically the first game in the Mario series and the Donkey Kong series, but they took a different route, both of them. Donkey Kong series is considered a different series now, and these first 3 classic Donkey Kongs are considered Donkey Kong series nowadays. This is technically my introduction to the Donkey Kong series for my channel. Even though I can easily fit it in one video. It still counts as a game. Come on, it's classic. This game introduced 2 great video game characters we both love today. And even Pauline, although she's not seen as much nowadays. She does return in Mario Odyssey, so this game technically is a prequel to Super Mario Odyssey as well, in some sense. Might say that this game takes place in New Donk City as well. Because I do believe that New Donk City that was introduced in Mario Odyssey is supposed to be on the same location as this game takes place. Alongside Donkey Kong Jr. and Donkey Kong 3 and Donkey Kong 94. Yeah, you go down. And we win game B as well. Not really that big of a difference, as you can see. And we'll continue with level 2. A little harder, but I only have 1 life, so it's not going to take very long. Waiting for me to die. I think there is a way to earn extra lives in this game as well. It depends on how many points you get. If you get a certain number of points, I do think you get an extra 1-up. Ooh, nice jump. Barely made that. That one goes down. Yeah, the barrels can even go down the broken ladders, as you can see. Mario can't, Jumpman can't go over them, but the barrels can still use them as a way down. So they do serve a point, even though they look broken. Yeah, as you can see, I now have 1 life again. M1, it now says. The M is the number of lives Jumpman has, or Mario. Let's use both names for this game. We're still alive. These trampolines are killing. Back in the day, I never was able to get past them. I was too young, too stupid to realize they go on a very simple pattern. I still consider them the most dangerous obstacles in this game, as you can see here. There's a very tight window of passage there. Even if you go immediately after the first trampoline jumps over you, you still have only a few seconds or milliseconds to spare before crashing into the next one coming. Okay, I'm my last life here. Dying now will end this project and this video. I'm not going to show off anymore, we've seen enough. We're going to see this game again anyway, once I get around to Donkey Kong 64. And even Donkey Kong 94, because that game has these first few levels remade as well, before the actual game starts. Yeah, I'm not making that. I know I can technically still duck under that trampoline, but no, I'm always too lazy for that. I will go in one go. Usually I make it. But still, I did this game twice now, on game A and game B. Well, it's another game done. This took only 1 video, so yeah, that's what you get with these short video games. But I still want to cover them. They're still a great part of Nintendo's library and my gaming experience, so I'm still doing them. Donkey Kong Jr. is next in line for the Donkey Kong series, going to be the same thing again. Just 1 video, because that game is just as short as this one. But yeah, this is the game that started it all. This game started the Mario. And even the Donkey Kong, even though this is not the Donkey Kong we know now. But still, it was fun doing it. I was expecting a lot of game overs before I was able to get the first game done, but it was not as bad as I thought. Usually I'm very bad at this game, to be honest. I don't play it that much either, but yeah, it's a great way to start Nintendo's library. I don't think it was their first game, but it is the first game in time order that I've played. It's the oldest game I've ever played, long before I was born. Yeah, it still has a good place in my heart. I love these retro games, even though I'm not that kind of a high score kind of guy, but these games are actually meant for. Trying to get as many points as possible and competing with others just in score terms, but still. There's still the 3 or 4, depending on the version, stages to play. We'll see 50M later. Right now, this is Treecks signing out. See you next time.